We'll find out more about that.
But first, treatment for sex abuse is available. Victims can seek help, and Manolo has more in today's UHA Catching the Wave to Better Health.
Well, always a difficult subject to talk about, even more so if you are a victim of sex abuse. Andre Bisquera over here is one who has come forward about something like this. Talk a little bit about why you wanted to step forward and talk about sex abuse.
Well, I think today there's a lot of talk, especially on the mainland, with a lot of cases going with Penn State and Boy Scouts, and just want to let people know, other men, other women know that there is a way to find help through the Sex Abuse Treatment Center, and that people who are survivors, that they aren't alone. And I just want to let them know that there's people there to help you.
You were abused as a child. Tell us a little bit about the circumstances. And it's because it's usually somebody like a family member or somebody close to the family that does something like this?
Right. It's usually not the guy hiding in the bushes. It's mostly it's someone people trust, that a family member, maybe a priest. And mine was a half-brother, and when I was a child. And it's very hard to talk about it, being in a very kind of close, communicative type of Filipino family. And not until later, in my mid-20s, I started talking about it and getting the help I needed to really start my path to recovery.
And I take it getting the help is really what it's important, and getting you to talk about it comfortably now.
Yes, definitely. Much more comfortable in my own skin. It's part of my history, and now I'm just want to help other men and women find that inner strength and let them know that they aren't alone, and there are people who care and people who share that same experience, and just want to be there to help them and build our community and be stronger.
Adriana Ramelli with the Sex Abuse Treatment Center. Speaking of getting help, that's what you guys do, and putting together quite a comprehensive list of services.
Right. The main thing is that the Sex Abuse Treatment Center actually started in 1976. It's affiliated with Hawai'i Medical Center for Women and Children. It's a 24/7 operation, so we're open all the time to help victims recover from sexual assault. So we've got trained crisis workers, doctors, therapists on staff to respond to any kind of request that someone needs for a sexual assault.
You cover every stage, which is, I think, very important for people to know as well.
Absolutely. So we have the hotline that's accessible at any time. So oftentimes what happens is someone who's been assaulted calls us, they don't know what to do, they don't know the next steps to take. We walk them through all the steps to take. And oftentimes what they need is a comprehensive medical exam. So we've got trained physicians on staff. We go into the Hawai'i Medical Center with a crisis worker. We provide that immediate medical care, which includes forensic evidence collection. We collect it, we give it to the police department, they in turn use it for prosecution purposes. But during the time of the medical exam, we also provide that immediate crisis support. So we give them all the emotional support that they need, as well as helping them to understand what's happened to them and how to continue with us in terms of getting therapy.
And one last thing, Dr. George McPheeters is the Chief Medical Officer with UHA. Certainly, as far as getting the professional services, that is what's needed, and certainly it's good to have that when it's there.
Absolutely. This is right at the juncture of psychologic and physical medicine. It's highly specialized, and the state of Hawaii is very lucky to have the Sex Abuse Treatment Center, and UHA, like all insurance companies, are very gratified by its activities.
All right, thank you very much for that, and thank you guys for sharing that with us. We'll be right back.
Catching the Wave to Better Health in Wake Up Today is sponsored by UHA.